All right. Hey guys.
Hello.
So, the purpose of this interview is to interview him because we have some things in common. He likes some stuff that I also like, but he also have very cool and fun hobbies. And Ian, tell me some of your hobbies. What do you do for fun?
Well, I play on my Quest 2,
What else you do?
or when I get bored, I just draw.
You draw and also something else that you want to add? No?
No,
All right.
or I
So,
play Roblox.
oh, okay. So he's also a gamer, but he have Switch, but he also have the PC. So he's both. He has Nintendo Switch and the PC. And also he said something about the Meta Quest, and he have the Meta Quest 2. He wait patiently, and we got it 2 years ago, I believe. Uh,
hmm
but he complains about the MetaQuest so much that I want him to tell you guys what are the things that you don't like about the MetaQuest.
So sometimes the drift originally goes to the left controller, but now it's on the right. It's going forward.
So the drift is like the how you call that
Like the drift,
joy, the joy
the
stick,
joystick.
the joystick.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I got like too mad about the left controller drifting, so I give it a hit and the thumbstick just broke.
Yeah, and we got a replacement on Amazon. It was so easy to change, but we found out that the process to change it is complicated in a way that you can easily break your remote controller. Because if you blow the air like the one that comes in the can, you can make it burst. So you just have to open your controller. I am going to find a picture about the joysticks. So if
hmm
you open it, you will find that is recollecting a lot of dust inside, and that is why it drifts. The way to prevent the drifting is opening this top part, the black one, and remove that cap, blow air but with like a vacuum cleaner.
Or with
And
the WD-40.
no, that's another thing. That's the what we bought from Amazon, right?
hmm
Yeah, and put the WD-40, but for electronics. You cannot buy
hmm
any WD-40, no, for electronics. And
Yeah,
then wait a little, replace
20
it and wait,
minutes.
uh-huh, and then you can use it. So it really fixed the problem. Now,
hmm
this also is a challenge because it gets really hot inside the MetaQuest.
Yeah, and the battery life in my Quest 2 is very low, is dying fast.
So before we talk about the battery, let me show the MetaQuest 3. Yes, it's expensive. Here is the MetaQuest 3.
Yeah, it
Uh,
looks clean and modern.
yeah, you see? That's
Hmm.
the MetaQuest 3. But the problem that I found, mira, the joysticks are different. I
And the
mean, the
controllers, because
controllers.
there isn't a. Well, the good thing is there isn't a ring that blocks your way.
That's the thing. They make it without the ring that blocks the whole control. Anyway,
Yeah.
what I'm looking at, the ring, this ring, what I'm looking at, I'm gonna stop sharing. What I'm looking at is the color. That band on top and everything gets really dirty. I don't know why they don't change the color. It's probably marketing, I know, but they should have other options. Maybe they have it to change that thing to black,
Hmm.
like the elastic. Also,
Yeah.
the adapters that comes with the MetaQuest, they also have for glasses. And
Hmm.
your dad got you an extra battery. It's the problem is that it pinch your hair and it
Yeah.
doesn't charge enough.
Anymore. It doesn't charge anymore.
Ah, it
It
doesn't
failed
charge
as
anymore.
a job. It fails at job.
Yes. Um, I'm laughing because you are so, straightforward with your answers.
Hmm.
Um, life battery of the MetaQuest. What's
My
what's
MetaQuest.
what's happening with the life battery?
So when I first got it, the battery life usage was good, but it was dying fast.
So it's probably too much usage.
Or it's probably the link cable as the charger.
Yes, yes, because that's other thing. You have to have like a cable, and then it's a lot of
Yeah.
cables. It's a lot of
If I
cables.
if I did not bend the old cord of the charger, then my Quest 2 wouldn't been acting like uh jet engine.
So you need another cable.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that you mentioned that engine, why don't we talk about your Thomas and Train collection?
I have a lot of Thompson Friends toys.
Thomas and Friends. I'm always say it wrong. Like me, collecting Barbies, Ian collects Thomas and Friends trains and toys. And like me, we rescue Thomas and Friends toys from thrift stores and Goodwill. For example, the Goodwill, we found a pillow, a plush, and it's in great conditions. But any toy that we see that is um, Thomas the Train, Thomas and Friends,
Hmm.
Barbies, what else? Transformers. We
Yeah.
we save them. Like we want to rescue them.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah.
also remember that push along James that I wanted really bad, but you did not let me get it in Walmart because it wasn't Three Kings Day.
Yeah, the the backstory is that we went to talk to the three kings, and I didn't know how bad Ian wanted to tell the three kings that he wanted that toy because I didn't know that Ian was still collecting Thomas and Friends toys. But when
Yeah,
we came back, we could not find the train, and we
so we
ordered it
had to
on
order it
Amazon.
on Amazon, but when it got here, it was the wrong one.
Yes, so it was the wrong one. Anyway, Another thing that you can add to the list, the cable and the Thomas and the James train. Other
Mhm.
other thing that I want to talk about, because we have talked about the meta, we have talked about the PC. What I have two more things to ask you. One is about computers and the way you draw in the computer. What
With a
program do you
mouse.
use?
MS Paint.
We and
Microsoft Paint.
you draw with your mouse.
Mhm.
I found that very amazing because when I grow up, drawing with a mouse was very challenging for me. Still challenging for me. And I found that very good, very cool. And I think you have a great future on that. I think you will be an amazing, probably creating videos, animations, movies, digital stuff, because you have mentioned that you want to be a computer technician or something about computers, right?
Mhm.
So you really, really love create and computers. So I think that's a good way to do animations. Let me know, guys, in the comments what you think about Ian's aspirations in life. But other thing that I want to mention is that Ian is a fan of horror scary movies, and we have the same likes for movies, but we don't like the same way of scary movies. Like, let me explain. I like hunting, and Ian likes gory. So Ian, uh, it's like he likes all the gory stuff, and I like all the haunting ghost stuff. But something that we have in common is a universe. What universe we have in common?
The Conjuring universe.
Yes, we love the Conjuring universe, everything about it, including James Wan. And I think, Ian, one day you can work on scary movies, creating them, or like cinematography, animation. That could be a great way to use your passion and mix it with the things that you really like. Because, like you, James Wan was a fan of Stephen King and all these huge directors and writers.
Okay.
Yeah, and talking about Stephen King, do you know The Shining?
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's to close the interview, let's talk about the hotel that we visit in Georgia that looks like The Shining.
It was very small.
But the hallway was like the same.
Mhm.
Is the okay, guys? The hallway when Danny sees the twins, the twin girls, is the same hallway that the nun is something like that. Like the nun in Conjuring in the house of the Warrens,
Mhm.
Danny in The Shining in the hallway with that flower wallpaper, the colors, everything is so cool. And Ian, I have homework for you and for you guys in the chat. Have you seen Annabelle under the water in Aquaman?
To be honest, I never seen Annabelle in underwater.
Okay, so James Wan was the creator of Annabelle, but not the real Annabelle. I'm talking about Annabelle the doll in the movie. So also James Wan was the director of Aquaman. So when Aquaman is swimming, you can see in one of the takes Annabelle is under the freaking ocean with Aquaman. Isn't that fun and amazing?
Yeah.
So Google it and let me know later because it's really fun. So Ian, something else that you want to say?
No.
Okay, Ian, it has been a pleasure talking to you about your hobbies, what you really like, what you don't like. And thank you for letting me interview and be my first guest on this channel.
Hmm.
Okay, I will see you in 5 seconds because you are literally in my same house.
Yeah.
Okay, bye, Ian. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye, gracias.